gentlemen, are you ready?
Good day everyone! My name is Princess ICE Rivera from STEM 11 Lucipus. So for today's video, I will be discussing to you summarizing and paraphrasing. I know you are all familiar and possibly you all might know what is our topic all about. But I am here to extend your knowledge about summarizing and paraphrasing. Are you guys all ready? So what are you waiting for? Let's start! What is summarizing? Summarizing refers to providing an abridged version of the narrative. So, when we say summarizing, we don't put the whole passage of a text but we explaining an idea in a shortened form. It involves putting the main idea into your own words, including only the main points. Once again, it is necessary to attribute summarized ideas to the original source. Now, what is summary? Summary is a synopsis or digest of the essence of an entire text. Why is summarizing important? Summarizing helps you to understand and learn important information by reducing information to its key ideas. Summaries can be used for annotation and study notes as well as to expand the depth of your writing. Here are the helpful techniques in summarizing. First, read the text you are about to summarize over and over again. Build your comprehension of the text by reading it again more carefully. Check that your initial interpretation of the content was correct. Second, identify the main idea of the text you are planning to summarize. First, read the text that you are summarizing to get a general information of its content. Pay particular attention to the title, introduction, conclusion, the headings, and the subheadings. Third, put your feet into your reader's shoes. One surefire way to make sure you are reaching your target audience is to know your audience. Easier said than that, but putting yourself into your reader's shoes will get you there. Knowing what your audience wants to read is crucial to gaining and maintaining a readership. Number 4. Ensure a smooth flow of ideas. It's important to make sure the main ideas are consistent. Remember that there should be a smooth flow of connection between and among ideas and sentence in a paragraph to achieve coherence. Number 5. Limit your summary to a few sentences. A short and simple or vivid summary help us to understand the topic better and more clearly. And number 6, do not forget to proofread your work. Your summary should be a brief but informative outline of the original. Check that you have expressed all of the most important points in your own words and that you have left out any unnecessary detail. And now, I will show you an example. And later on, I will be tell you how we summarize it. Every year, Nigerians and people from around the world look forward for the Argungu Fishing Festival. The 4-day events began as a way to bring neighboring villages together in peace. During the first 3 days of the festival, people enjoy a motor rally, canyons races, and the fair. People dance to traditional music and watch many different sporting events. The fishing competition happens on the last day of the festival. Thousands line up along the banks of the Sokoto River with nets to catch fish. The Argungu Fishing Festival is an important Nigerian holiday. This festival is an opportunity for people to come together and enjoy many activities. So as you can see, the summary of the passage are much shorter than the original source and only include the main idea. The summary form of the example passage eliminated details, examples, and supporting points. However, let's talk about now paraphrasing. What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is restating text, giving the meaning in another form. It means when we are paraphrasing a text, means we're explaining an idea in detail in our own words, using most of the information from the original source without changing the meaning of the original. Why is paraphrasing important? Paraphrasing is important because it shows you understand the source well enough to write it in your own words. Now, I'm gonna tell you the steps to paraphrase. Step number 1. Repeatedly read the passage to be paraphrased until you have completely understood what it says. Step number 2. Do not look at the passage while you are writing your paraphrase. Step number 3. After writing your paraphrase, read the original passage once again to check if you were able to accurately capture its meaning. By doing this, you will avoid misquoting your source. Step number 4. Check whether your paraphrase has errors in grammar or mechanics. Remember, a paraphrase must also be attributed to the original source. A paraphrase includes both the main idea and minor details from the text, and it is plagiarism if rewording is too similar to the original. Now, I will show you some different techniques in paraphrasing. Remember that these techniques should only be used once you have ensured you fully understood the text. Do not try to paraphrase a text you have not understood. Technique number 1. Using synonyms. It means these are the words that mean the same. Here's the example. The need for investors to earn a commercial return may put upward pressure on prices. The need for profit is likely to push up prices. Here, may is replaced with is likely to, and put upward pressure on is replaced with push up. Be careful when using synonyms. Many words have several meanings depending on context, and you have to think about the synonym which expresses the right meaning for the particular context. Technique number 2. Changing the form of words. Example 1. Privatization has failed on several counts. Example 2. The region, Sub-Saharan Africa, is widely perceived as risky by investors. Example 1 paraphrase. Baylis and McKinley point out the failure of privatization is due to many factors. Paraphrase number 2. Investment in the region is considered a significant risk. Baylis 2003. In the first paraphrase, a verb has been replaced with a noun from the same word family. In the second, an adjective has been replaced by a noun. Technique number 3. Changing the grammatical structure. While many governments have taken steps to implement privatization programs, progress has been slower than was anticipated in the early 1980s. According to Baylis 2003, although the implementation of privatization programs has been a priority for many governments, progress in the area has not been as rapid as expected in the early 1980s. Here are one grammatical structure for making a comparison. Slower than has been replaced with another. Not as, rapid as. And we also have technique number 4. Using several techniques. Here's the example. The privatization of such strategic industries has raised a number of concerns. Firstly, these enterprises are usually monopolistic and, in the absence of competition, require effective regulation if private ownership is to be beneficial for the wider economy. Due to the vital role they play in a country's infrastructure, it is essential for the operation of privatized water utilizers to be regulated effectively. This is because they usually have monopoly, and without competition, there is no incentive to keep tariffs low or provide a high standard of service. Baylis 2003. In this final example, you will notice that the order in which information is presented is different in the paraphrase. Different word forms in the same word family have been used. Like, from the word effective regulation, we change it into regulated effectively. And lastly, synonyms have been also used. From the word in the absence of competition, we change it into without competition. Note that successful paraphrasing requires the use of multiple techniques each time. It is not sufficient to simply replace the keywords with synonyms, and in fact, this is a common mistake among students learning to paraphrase. Changing the structure of the sentence is also important to fit the sentence into your paragraph effectively. Now, after discussing and giving you some example of summarizing and paraphrasing, let's now differentiate the two. How is summarizing and paraphrasing different from each other? To the untrained eye, a summary and a paraphrase may look alike. However, there are differences. First, a summary is shorter than the original text, while a paraphrase can be shorter or longer than the original. And second, a summary eliminates details, examples, and supporting points, but a paraphrase describes the original text in different words, but it does not leave out details. Summarizing and paraphrasing can help us save time, improve understanding, and add authority and credibility to our works when the exact wording of the original communication is less important than the general meaning. Both tools are useful. Also, your work will not be plagiarized when you use paraphrasing and summarizing in writing an academic text. In other words, both tools are useful and important. You demonstrate a thorough understanding of the topic by summarizing and paraphrasing, identifying the most important information, explaining it into your own words, and you are more likely to avoid plagiarism. And if you practice paraphrasing and summarizing, you will learn language much faster. So what are you waiting for? Let's all start doing and applying summarizing and paraphrasing. I hope you gain knowledge from what I discussed, as well as I hope you all enjoy watching my videos. See you on my next video. Bye!